Zoomers. Hee. I think it'd be funny if something a little bad happened to this politician. In Minecraft, though, haha, boomers using their full names and address. I am going to kill you. I saw a stat that it was like, this administration has fired more veterans than any administration prior. Like something insane like that. There is definitely something here that I want you to see. We got a veteran who is at a town hall, angry over Doge. Let's watch that.
I'm a veteran and you don't give a f about me. You're taking up.
I was at this town hall. It was full of conservatives. Yeah, I think that older conservatives are going to get angrier and angrier. That's going to also piss off a lot of Americans as well, conservatives as well. This is what I mean when I say, like, Americans are relatively servile people, but that's because they're relatively comfortable people, okay? And the government making decisions like this in the short term might not be seen by many Americans or might not get broad reception from, you know, CNN or maybe other outlets or whatever. But I do think that this is going to piss off people. Now, we watched this video.
Just to be clear, you're bullshit and you're not telling the truth. You're not listening.
Let him speak. Let him speak.
For example, folks at the National Weather Service
Are fired.
Now that I gave you the potatoes, let me show you the meat, okay? Here is Senator Tom Tillis, who released an audio of death threats directed at him, his staff, and his family. I disavow this. I disavow. I'm going to say this over and over again. But when you listen to who is making these threats, you will probably quickly recognize that this is not like a Hasaanabi head by any measure. Let's take a look.
Good afternoon, Senator Tillis.
That's how northern warbacks think about you southern white trash. That's what the ones who won the Civil War think about you. Do you understand that inferior bad genes, inbred stupid you and all your people?
Yeah, Tom Tillis, afraid of death threats. Then get the out of office.
I would like to talk to Tom Tillis and ask him why he thinks it's okay for him to take money from this nation and it over. Why does he think that he can tell his employers to go themselves every goddamn day, all day long, and sell his goddamn nation out and his employers over? Don't he know that his employers can take a axe handle and cave his head in?
God damn! Let me tell you something, okay? I don't think that guy is in the DSA. I don't think that's a Hasaanabi head. I think that dude is probably a voter. That's the average, I would say that's the average Republican voter, as a matter of fact, okay?
And I suggest, well, you're going to have to be very careful about going out in public or talking to anybody that's real, that's an actual American, because we hate you.
If I didn't have a broken back in Southern California, I would spend the rest of my life in federal prison for a chance to cut your throat.
That's insane. Oh, that is North Carolina's very own Republican Tom Tillis. Those are his constituents. People are mad, dude. I disavow. Of course, I disavow. Make no mistake, I disavow. All right. Now, having said that, I can disavow till the cows come home. You can't stop 75-year-old boomers from making these death threats. You're cooked. Do you understand? Like, you're cooked. Yeah, these are dudes who are using a landline to make a death threat to a congressperson. I saw a funny reaction to this, which was like someone reacting to Edinger Mentum's post, which was like, yeah, Zoomers. I think it'd be funny if something a little bad happened to this politician. In Minecraft, though, haha, boomers using their full names and address. I am going to kill you. Like, boomers do not fuck around, dude. Now, I'm not saying they're going to actually follow through on these promises, but I'm just simply stating that, like, if you got boomers saying like this, yeah, you got to change the trajectory. You know, you got to change course. But I do see anger and resentment.
At Thursday's town hall in Asheville, the lines began early, snaking outside the building with some who oppose President Trump.
America has never been like this. We've had disputes, we've had disagreements, we've had protests, but I've never seen it this angry before.
And others who support him.
The government has to cut because it is in trouble. And Elon Musk is not voted in, I get it, but neither was Anthony Fauci.
As the event got underway, frustrations towards the administration bubbled over. Attendees sounded off.
Why is a non-elected person running our government?
And shouted down GOP Congressman Chuck Edwards, who represents Asheville, a blue city in an otherwise red district.
You're lying! I'm a veteran! You don't give a about me!
At least one man was hauled out by police.
You don't get to take away our rights! You don't get to take our health care! Get off of it! You don't get to do this! Come on, you guys!
Yeah, Trump's base already kept trying to kill him during the election because they were bored. Imagine what they would do when they're pissed at him and Musk is a really funny question to ask.
Follows a series of similar town halls nationwide where members of Congress have faced off with angry constituents. Edwards received a steady stream of questions about Elon Musk, tariffs, the Ukraine-Russia war, and massive cuts to the federal government, from the VA to the Department of Education.
Why are people losing their jobs at record numbers?
Many in the room are still recovering from Hurricane Helene.
We don't need to hear you tell us what we lived through.
Crowds surrounded Edwards as he left.
Bro, you can't but trans people your way out of this, by the way. That's the other side of it. Like, when you impact people materially in a tangible way that they can immediately recognize, if you impact people and their lives in a meaningful way, okay, and they can feel that impact, you can't just cast a dispersion cloud or whatever. You can't just throw a smoke grenade and just escape by saying, but what about trans people? DEI. You can't do that. They're going to be like, I don't give a okay? I don't care who's processing my paperwork as long as I still got health care, as long as I still got Social Security. That's it. These guys think that they could just deploy the trans grenade over and over again to be like, but we're doing these cuts because they're going to trans people, when you got a 78-year-old veteran being like, I ain't trans. You're stealing my money, damn it. I'm the least trans person on the planet. How dare you? Exactly what are they angry about? They're angry about layoffs. They're angry about the federal government layoffs. Some of them are federal government agency workers, or some of them are related to federal government workers. Some of them are angry at the fact that Social Security and Medicaid spending is slated to be cut. That's understandable that they would be upset at that. Some of them are veterans and VAs getting cut. Veterans are getting fired. I saw a stat that it was this administration has fired more veterans than any administration prior, something insane like that.